Hey YouTube, in this video I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my new Celestial deck that is basically, it's the Legion variant of the Celestials. Nice thing about this, I will point out, you do not have to run the Legion with Celestials. You can actually run them in the generic old school plain Angel Feathers. It works just fine. None of the, the Legion effect is not Celestial focused. Or exclusive, which is nice. So that basically means that you can play it with like Circular Sariel or any old school, even Raguel, any non-limit break based card. Although I don't even think Angel Feather has anything that's limit break based, because I think they were debuting in season 2, which would make them limit break only until now. So. Quick note, this is the only Legion that Angel Feathers have, so if you are a fan of Angel Feathers, yeah, this is your only chance to go Legion if you want. So I like that they did that. This is a very under-supported clan in my opinion, and I like this clan, so I want to see this clan do better. I like the idea, the playstyle, how they use the damage zone as an alternate hand or like a toolbox. Similar to Pale Moon using the Soul and Grand Blue using the drop zone. So anyway, I'm glad they got a Legion. So to start off, for Holy Edge Celestial Malchidael, I think that's how you say her name. The Angel Feathers have really weird names. So like I said earlier, you can run these in the generic, like the decks, the Angel Feather decks that run the Pegasus cards, the grade 2 and the grade 1. And I mean, if you want, you can do that. I'm just running them with Celestials for now. I will probably do that though, so you can expect in the future, I'll probably have another Angel Feather deck running the old, like Raguel, Sentinel, and my Celestials will probably go back to using the Cleanup Celestial Ramuel Reverse, since I like that card a lot. So I'm gonna probably use that again, and then this will just be in my generic Pale Moon deck. But for now, this is my version 1.0 of the Legions with Angel Feather. So it's a pretty decent Legion. And then the backup Vanguard is Solidify Celestial Zerachiel. So I went with Zerachiel over the Break Ride Ramuel, and I also chose her over Helm, the new Angel Feather that came out in Fighters Collection, mainly because these two Vanguards, like both of them, the playstyle is all about applying pressure to the opponent across all 3 of your lanes or your columns, not just down the center. So that's why I didn't like mixing this with Helm for that reason. And the Break Ride is just too slow. It's not really necessary. So basically it's consistent. This would be like somebody who would run like 4 Phantom Blaster Abyss and 4 Raging Form Dragons in the same deck, meaning both of them complement each other in that they both have the same style of effect. Like, she powers up the front row, she powers up all the Celestials. So regardless of which one you have to ride, you're still going to play the deck in a similar fashion in terms of your attack patterns. So that's why I went with Zerachiel. I think it's just the most clear-cut way to play the deck if you're sticking to Celestials, just pure Celestials. So that's the lineup I went with. For grade 3s, for grade 2s, 3 Candle Celestial Sariel. Ideally, you want to run no less than 3 of this. This is a very key card. It's a clutch card that you need to play if you're not getting these in your damage zone. Or actually, this doesn't need to be in the damage zone, but her Legion Mate does. So you need to basically get Zerachiel in the damage zone as fast as you can, and you also need to get the Legion Mate, which is Dosage Celestial Asmodel. So these two are the Legion for Angel Feather. I think it's pretty nice looking Legion. But yeah, this card and Zerachiel, you want to get these 2 in the damage zone as fast as you can. So that's why I'm still running the 3 Sariel. So the grade 2 space in this deck is probably the hardest one to come up with. So I went with 2 Raguel, mainly because the 12k, being able to apply pressure to a Vanguard, even if it's just going to end up in like a no guard or a 5k block or an intercept, is still very important. So that's why I'm running 2 of those. This is the 12k attacker for Celestials. And then 2 Emergency Celestial Danielle, down from 3. So originally I was running like 3 of this and 3 of this. But I had to make room for the Legion Mate. So that's why. And I was running 4 Sariel, so now I'm only running 3 Sariel. But we'll see. Danielle is an important card because when she goes in the damage zone, she lets you, when something else goes in damage zone, you can superior call her. So she's kind of like free +1 sort of. So she's a toolbox card, so that's why she's important, and this is important for obvious reasons. So that's my grade 2 lineup. Let me know what you think of that. It's a very weird lineup, but you do want to run, because this needs to be in damage, I don't know, maybe you can get away with running like 3 of these. But it actually has a pretty decent effect on its own, so that's the lineup I went with for grade 2s. It was pretty tough. That's what I came up with. For grade 1s, 3 10k Celestial Attackers, so early game pressure, plus 3 Underlay Celestial. So this is your 9k attacker or booster when you have Zerachiel in the damage zone. So that's another reason why Zerachiel needs to be in the damage zone as fast as possible, making Sariel a very important card, and yada yada. So reason why I'm running 3 and not 4, you only really need 3 because like if you end up having to just play standard Legion, you just want Zerachiel in the damage zone. It doesn't really matter. And she's only 6k when you don't have Zerachiel in the damage zone, so that's the other reason why. So if for whatever reason you're just having a terrible time getting Zerachiel in the damage zone, which isn't too hard, but you know, sometimes games don't go the right way, like you draw into Zerachiel and you can't get your grade 1 to swap her with another card for whatever reason. So it's just 3 is just enough, I would say. Then 4 of the Perfect Guard. So pretty standard there. And then 4 Nursing Celestial Narelle. I think this is a very important tech card, so that's why I run 4 of it. You can run 3 if you want to run the 4th one of this, but you know, it's fine. And if you're having to play the standard way with Zerachiel, the field becomes so strong anyway. So 3 of that's another reason why 3 of that's all enough. For triggers, I'm just playing the standard Celestial triggers, mainly because of Zerachiel being a special counterblast. Yeah, so she's a special counterblast to Celestial if you want her to gain the plus 5k. So for that reason alone, oh, and also this is the other reason. So she's also a special counterblast. So that's why I'm maxing out all the Celestial triggers. So that means I'm running the stands, the criticals, and of course the heals. So that is what I went with for this build. Stands work fine because, like I said, the Vanguards make your entire field, or at least your front row or the entire field, really strong. Stands just help apply pressure and just, you know, it works. And the starter is still Peniel, mainly because I just think she's the most consistent Celestial starter. You can run the one that came out in Brilliant Strike if you want. I don't know, I may try that one out again, but for me, this one just always seems to work when I need it to go off. So that was basically my Legion Angel Feather deck. Let me know what you guys think of the clan in general. And let me know what you think of the deck. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.